Hello yogis, and welcome to part 3 and our final part in our Yoga for Triathletes series. This class is focusing on the muscles that work really hard when we're running, so this is great for you runners out there as well as triathletes. So let's roll out our mats and let's begin. It will be useful to have 2 blocks and a strap or a belt to hand, but don't worry if you haven't, you can do all of these poses without any props. Let's begin on our backs. So situate yourself, lower yourself down, move the ponytail out the way, bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, on the mat. Notice the breath. Take a deep inhale and a long, slow exhale out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze the right knee in towards the chest, really squeezing that knee in, and then see if you would like to lengthen through the left leg. If you're lengthening through the left leg, keep the left foot flexed, and on the inhale think length through the left leg, on the exhale think squeeze the right knee into the chest. Rotate that right ankle one way and then the other. Hold the right knee with the right hand and bring the right knee out to the side whilst pulling it up towards your armpit. Your left leg can still be straight or it can be bent, whichever feels best for you. Exhale, navel into the spine. Inhale, bring the knee back up and cross it over into the left hand. Take it over the left side of the body, right arm out to the side. Right shoulder grounded on the mat, spinal twist. Send the breath to the lumbar spine. Inhale the knee back up to centre, give it another squeeze. Bend the left knee so the left foot is flat on the mat, coming into reclined pigeon, right ankle across the right knee. You can push the right knee away and this may be enough, and this is absolutely fine. But if you're not feeling the stretch here, bring the hands behind the left thigh, left shin parallel to the sky, pull the left knee in towards your chest. Both feet flexed to protect the knees. Send the breath to that right glute, right outer hip. We'll be here for 10 breaths in total. The longer holds really get into that connective tissue around the muscles and the tendons that join the muscle to the bone. Exhale, release, keeping the same shape. Let the left knee drop out to the side, coming onto the outer edge of the left foot, and the right foot may reach the floor or put it up onto a block. Push the right knee out so it is over and in line with the right ankle to protect the knee. Or you can hold on to the right ankle with your left hand and pull the ankle towards you. The important bit is keeping the knee over the ankle. This is a great stretch for the IT band. The long ligament from the outer hip to the outer knee gets very tight in runners. Keep the breath long and slow. Send the breath to where you feel the stretch the most. Some feel it in the hip, others in the knee. Carefully inhale, bring yourself back up to center, uncross the legs, and let's switch to the other side. Squeeze that left knee into the chest. Your right knee can stay bent, or you can lengthen through the right leg, flexing that right foot. Rotating the left ankle one way and then the other. Think length with the right leg away and squeezing that left knee in. Inhale. Exhale, open the left knee out to the side, squeezing that left knee up towards your armpit. Right hand can be placed on the right hip to remind you to ground the right hip. Inhale, exhale, navel into spine, bring the knee back up to center, cross it over the body, left arm out to the side, gaze either up to the ceiling or to the left hand. Keeping that left shoulder grounded on the mat. Deep belly breaths here. Navel into the spine, inhale that knee back up to center, give it a squeeze, bend the right knee, right foot flat on the mat, recline pigeon this side. Remember your options, you can be here, pushing out that left knee, or you can bring your hands behind the right thigh, right shin parallel to the ceiling, both feet flexed, pulling that right knee in towards you, feeling a deep stretch in the left outer hip, left glute. Shoulders away from the ears. Notice if your weight has shifted one side more than the other. Try to be central along your lower back so you're not swaying to the right or the left. Exhale, release, keeping the same shape with that left leg. I'm going to use a block this side so you can see as I open out to the right. My left foot can come onto a block and I can push my left knee away so it is in line with the ankle, or remove the block, foot comes flat to the ground, grab hold of the ankle with the right hand and pull the ankle towards the body, so that the knee is in line with the ankle. IT band stretch on the left side. Inhale, exhale. Try to make your exhale as long or a little bit longer than your inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Navel into the spine, inhale yourself back up, uncross the legs, bring one knee followed by the other into the chest, Hug your knees, rock side to side, massage the lumbar spine. Cross the ankle, hold on to the outer edges of the feet or hold on behind the thighs. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock up to seated. And again, exhale, rock back. Inhale, up to seated. Mindfully come forward into tabletop. Resituate yourself to the center of your mat. Shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, tops of the feet flat to the mat. That which is touching the yoga mat you are pushing away from. Navel up and in. Cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curling from the tailbone, rounding through the upper spine. Head is the last thing to relax. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Arching the back. Exhale, rounding the back. One more round. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Return to neutral, curl the toes, carefully sit yourself back towards your heels, make sure the little toes aren't squashed, lifting through the pelvic floor so you're not dumping all the weight into the heels. This is a great opportunity to retie your ponytail if it's fallen out, make any adjustments to clothing. This is a very, very intense stretch on the feet and the toes. Through running, our feet can get very stiff. 5 breaths is what we're aiming for here. If it becomes too intense, release forward into tabletop. Let us all meet in tabletop. Curl the toes. Exhale, hips up and back. Our first down dog. Knees bent generously. Carefully pedaling the feet. 1 foot at a time. Stretching each hamstring individually. Then let's find some stillness. Feet hip width apart. Hands pressing firmly into the mat, weight through all the fingertips and knuckles, shoulders away from the ears, thinking hips high, navel up and in, lengthening the spine, imagine the crown aiming for the yoga mat. Inhale, come forward to plank, lower the knees, exhale all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, bow. Inhale, navel up and in, push back through all fours. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, lengthen the leg back up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right knee to left elbow, Inhale, three-legged dog. This time step through to your low lunge. Fold the mat, lower the back knee, give the knee some extra padding. Exhale into our half splits. The hips stay over the knee. Bring the fingers closer towards the body. But if you feel that you want a deeper stretch, you walk your hands further towards the ankle, folding over that right leg. And with time, forehead comes towards the shin. Keep breathing. Think pull that right hip back, square the hips. That will intensify the stretch. The right leg does not need to be straight. It is good to have a little micro bend in that knee, or as generous a bend as you need. Inhale, come forward to our low lunge. Place the left hand in line with the right foot. Bend into that left knee and use your strap to get hold of that foot and pull it into your buttock. Very intense quad stretch this is. And we've got a little bit of a heart opener, a bit of a twist and a little bit of a back bend. Think hips lowering towards the mat. as you're pulling that left heel in towards the left glute. Send the breath to the quad. Very intense quad stretch on the left thigh. Carefully release the left leg. Bring the toes back to the mat. Frame the front foot, raise the back knee, unravel your mat if it was folded. Step back to plank, lower all the way to the belly. Remember, you can lower your knees if you're building strength. Inhale, cobra. Turn the toes, exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Pedal it out again if that feels good. And stillness. Let's repeat that sequence on the left side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Forward over plank. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Working the obliques. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crossing over to the right elbow. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, step forward through to your runner's lunge. Double the mat if you need to. Lower the back knee. Exhale into your half splits on this side. Remembering, you can be quite high. You can have your knee very bent. Or you can bring your hands forward towards in line with your feet and fold over that left leg. Keeping the left hip pulling back. Breathing deep. Hamstrings get very, very tight with running. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and exhale. Come forward into your low lunge. Plant the right palm in line with the left foot. Bend that right knee. Grab hold of your right foot with your left hand or use the strap. Pull the heel into the buttock. Looking up to the left. So we're opening our heart as well as stretching our right quad. Deep breaths here and think lowering the hips towards the mat. Carefully release that right leg, bring the toes back to the mat, frame the foot, lift the back knee, shine the heart forward, step back to plank. Lower the knees, 3 tricep dips. Exhale, lower, inhale up. Exhale, lower, inhale up. Exhale, inhale. This time exhale all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra, shoulders down the back. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Walk your feet midway up the mat, heels as wide as the mat, toes splaying off, lower down into your deep yogic squat. Can be really nice to place a block here to sit on, make it a supported malasana, or remove the block and let the hips sink lower. Great stretch for the hips as well as the lower back. Hands to heart center, elbows pushing those knees away. Bring your hands behind you to carefully lower down, protecting your knees. Holding on behind the thighs, Navasana, boat pose. Either lift the shins parallel to the sky, holding on to the backs of the thighs, or open the arms out to the side. Keeping that chest open, sucking that navel up and in, really working the rectus abdominis, our central core. Breathing deep. Release. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see we're coming into our half straddles, our half butterfly. Left leg long out to the side, right knee bent in, right sole against the inner left thigh, facing the left foot. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, folding forward. It can be really nice if you have a block to place a block under your forehead here to make it very restorative. With every inhale, feel your back muscles separating away from the spine, and with every exhale, feel them closing back in. Long, slow breaths. Navel into the spine. Inhale, using your arms, walk yourself back up. Come back into Navasana. Shins parallel to the ceiling, either holding on behind the thighs or arms out to the side. Inhale, hold on behind the thighs. Exhale, arms out to the side, lengthen the legs. Inhale, grab. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, grab. Return back to seated. Half butterfly on the other side. Right leg long, left knee bent, sole of the foot in against the inner thigh. Folding forward. If you have a block, place that under your forehead. If not, do not worry. It is still just as beneficial without the block. It can also be really nice to turn your palms face up to resist the urge to pull yourself further into this position. We're letting gravity do the work here. Great stretch for the hamstring, the lower back, the groin. Shoulders down away from the ears. Give the neck space. Inhale, navel in, walk yourself back up using your arm strength, protecting your lower back. Bend that right knee. Reposition ourselves ready for our boat pose. Shins parallel. Exhale, lower to canoe. Inhale, boat. On the exhale, lower the top body and the legs. Canoe. Exhale, boat. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, boat. And again, really working that core. Wonderful. Come back to seated. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lower the upper body all the way to the mat. Preparing for bridge. Feet hip width apart. Backs of the heels might just be brushing the fingertips. Inhale, imprint the spine to the mat. Exhale, lifting up from the tailbone, lower back, mid back. You can clasp the hands in line with the lower back, snuggle the shoulder blades underneath, and then use the forearm strength to lift your hips even higher, squeezing the glutes, keeping the knees energetically coming towards each other. Chest to chin, chin to sky. Breathing deep. Really squeezing those glutes, working hard. Exhale, palms flat to the mat. Lower the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Once the entire spine is flat to the mat, drop the knees to the right and then to the left. Just decompress the lower spine. Bring one knee in, followed by the other. Hug your knees in, rock side to side. Recline shoelace, crossing the right thigh over the left, grabbing hold of the ankles or the outer edges of the feet, flexing the feet, pulling the knees towards your chest whilst kicking your feet into your hands. Very intense hip opener. Only 5 breaths here. Carefully release. Slowly unwind your legs. Give your knees a little squeeze in before going to the other side, crossing the left thigh over the right thigh, flexing the feet, holding the ankles or the outer edges of the feet. Squeeze the knees in towards your chest whilst kicking the feet into the hands. Inhale and exhale. Sending the breath to where you're feeling that stretch the most. Inhale and exhale. Carefully release, uncross the legs, give them another squeeze into the chest. Pull the knees apart and towards your armpits, or take a happy baby. Feet parallel to the sky, either holding onto the big toes or outer edges of the feet, pulling the knees down and towards your armpits whilst thinking tailbone long. You can rock side to side here. Enjoy this stretch. Smile. Think happy baby. Carefully release. Bring the soles of your feet together. Heels as close in towards your buttocks as is comfortable. Knees dropping out to the side. Left hand to your heart. Right hand to your belly. On an in-breath, feel your belly rise, followed by your chest rising. And on the out-breath, feel your chest fall, followed by the belly fall. Inhale, belly rises, chest rises. Exhale, chest falls, belly falls. Inhale, feel the belly rise, followed by the chest rise. Exhale, the chest falls, followed by the belly. Keep going at your own pace. So important to use all the lungs when breathing. Let's release into shavasana. Arms out to the side, palms up, legs long, feet as wide as the mat. Let the breathing return to normal. Mentally do a body scan, starting at the feet, working the way up the calves, the thighs, noticing if there's any tension being held and consciously letting it go. Is there tension in the jaw and the tongue? Let the throat be relaxed. Start to deepen your breath, bring some movement back into your hands and feet, stretch up overhead, bring the legs together, think length, bend the knees, roll onto one side, pause here for a moment. Bring yourself back up into any seated position of your choice, close off the eyes, raise the arms up overhead, palms together, bringing down all that wonderful energy to your heart centre. Thanking yourself for taking this time to look after your muscles that work so hard for you. Bow your head to your hands. Namaste. I hope you have enjoyed this class. I hope you have enjoyed the whole series. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how you got on. And please click the subscribe button below if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching.